Ruby is a red and white Boston Terrier puppy who lives with her mommy. She lives in a white house with red shutters and white flowers growing in red planters. Spring, summer, and fall are all but gone, and the trees are now without their leaves. The sky becomes a hazy shade of winter, and as the day gets dimmer, a glimmer of 3 snowflakes shimmer across Ruby's view. What sign could this be? None other than a hint that Christmas is near. Many of the other puppies try to play nice this time of year, but for Ruby this path is not so clear. She leaps onto the coffee table and tips the candle holders over with a few whacks. She then leaves her teeth and scratch marks into the wax. She pulls at the leash on her walks and then barks at another puppy in sight. The innocent and unsuspecting pup retreats behind his mom in fright. "Ruby, you naughty dog," her mother exclaims, and the neighbors all agree. Ruby shreds her tennis ball into 2 and then sneaks away with the mail and tears that up too. She digs up all the spring bulbs in the garden next door and pulls the string of colored lights from the Christmas tree outside the store. "Ruby, you naughty dog," her mother scolds, and the neighbors all agree. She nabs a wrapped gift from her Christmas stocking, and a trail of torn cardboard leading to her doggy bed is all that remains. She collects all her squeaky toys in a pile and then nudges a megaphone nearby. She squeezes a steady stream of squeals until the entire neighborhood is awake for a mile. "Ruby, you naughty dog," her mother cries, and the neighbors all agree. Ruby snatches a shoe and then chews the laces into threads before stealing a boot and hiding it under the bed. She swipes her bowl of food over just for show and then yelps at the kids playing in the snow. "Ruby, you naughty dog," her mother shouts, and the neighbors all agree. But of all Ruby's bad deeds, none are as naughty as her next scheme. One that has never been attempted or seen. Christmas Eve arrives at last, and all the good puppies and kittens wait in line to get a picture taken on Santa's lap. But this line is too long for a hyper pup like Ruby. After a short sigh, her sights soon shift to Santa's sleigh unattended nearby. A smug grin from ear to ear hints at a mischievous idea. Adorned with bells and a magic to make it soar is too tempting for Ruby to ignore. 2 pointy ears followed by a pair of wide brown eyes rise above the edge of the sleigh. No one saw her take reins in her paws, not even opposing Santa Claus. With a swift snap, the sleigh takes flight and Ruby takes it for a lap. The astonished crowd looks up to see Ruby attempting to flee. She breaks through the windowpane and climbs into the sky with glee. Red and blues in the review give proof that Rudolph is in hot pursuit with his flashing red nose and a blue harness of LEDs. With narrowed eyes and a smirk on her face, Ruby accepts the challenge to this skyway race. "Faster!" She snaps the reins as the wind pulls back her lips and leaves her tongue flapping in the air. The remaining reindeers now join the chase and soon regain the reins. They guide it back to Santa's side, and this ends Ruby's hijacked sleigh ride. "Ruby, you naughty dog," her mother says at once, and the neighbors all agree. Rudolph drops a page from his notepad at Ruby's paws. Could this be a speeding ticket? Ruby ponders, but the source is much worse. Naughty list. Ruby. Oh no. What now? Is it too late to redeem her state on Christmas Eve? Ruby's head is hung low with her ears back and eyes to show she's ashamed of all she had done. A whimper and whine are a sign her condition is far from all right. She's been caged in her pen on this Christmas Eve night. No comfy spot under Mom's warm covers or a gift to find under the tree or in her stocking. Just then the jingle of bells can be heard, followed by heavy boots stomping through the snow. Ruby peeks up just in time to see Santa stepping out from their fireplace. "Little Ruby, you have been a naughty dog," Santa begins, "but I can offer you one last chance to make it on my nice list." Ruby paws the floor. Anything, Ruby tries to implore. "Come then, Ruby. You shall help me deliver my remaining presents this night." House after house, Ruby excitedly takes the ribbons and bows in her mouth and drags the gifts out of Santa's sack one by one. She lies them under the tree or inside the stockings just for fun. 3 more stops are now left to go. The first is to the pup she frightened several days ago. Ruby takes a tiny box from Santa's hand and then gently places it near him as he sleeps soundly in dreamland. The second is to the house next door, where Ruby delivers an assortment of spring bulbs and gloves with a tag that says, "From Ruby with love." Finally, she arrives home. She places new laces beside the shoes that have none and then nudges a box of candles to Santa so he can place them back in the holder that looks like a sun. Lastly, she retrieves the lost boot she hid under the bed. Santa lets out a hearty laugh and softly pats Ruby on top of her head. "Thank you for the help tonight, Ruby. Perhaps you may like to help me every Christmas Eve night." Ruby needs not hesitate her reply and yelps with delight. Santa takes out his naughty list and shows that Ruby is no longer on it. "You have paid for your escapade, and a gift for you I now offer," Santa says as he holds Ruby's gift out for her to take. "Oh, what could this be?" "A new collar, a toy, treats," she begins to wonder with a grin. She immediately takes it to her stocking and drops it in. She returns to her doggy bed to dream about what her present might be. Christmas morning arrives at last, and Ruby's good deeds have helped put her naughty ones in the past. "Thank you for the bulbs and gloves," the neighbor says when she stops by. "And for the yummy treats," adds the puppy with his mouth still full. "And for the laces to my shoes and finding my boot, oh, and new candles too," her mom replies joyfully. "Now let us all see what Santa has given you," the group says eagerly. Ruby hurries to her gift while everyone waits for her to reveal her new accessory. A tag with her name inside a frame and a phrase for all to see. "Ruby is a good dog." And the neighbors all agree.